Hi everyone, this video is about the files. Now whatever we have done till now, whatever we have printed on screen in different program was kind of a temporary memory. We close the program, that thing printed on the screen is deleted, is nowhere in the memory. But with the help of a files, we can create the permanent storage of the data which we want to store. Like we can print the things in the file for permanent. So in this video you will be learning that files are the use of permanent storage. It can open any type of files like .txt, .doc, .docx, Microsoft file, any kind of file. How to open a file, how to close a file, and you will be learning about the different modes of a file. First we'll cover the theory for the file modes, then we will move to code. The first mode for opening the file is R. It opens an existing file for reading purpose. It means that it cannot create a file, and when you open the file in this mode you cannot write into a file. The next mode is W. It opens the file for writing. If the file does not exist, then the new file will be created, and if the file is existed, it remove all the contents of the files and brings the cursor to the first position and brings the cursor to the first position in the file. The next mode is A. It opens a text file. It opens any kind of file in appending mode. If the file does not exist, then a new file is created, and if the file exists, the contents of the file are not destroyed, the contents of the file are not flushed. It appends whatever we want to write on the file, it appends at the end of the file. The next mode is R plus mode. It opens the text file. It opens any kind of file for reading and writing both. It means that it cannot create a file. If the file does not exist, it will not create a file. The next mode is W plus mode. It opens a file for reading and writing both. If the file does not exist, then it creates the file, and if the file exists, it truncates the file to zero length. It means that it removes the file, all things from the file, and brings the cursor to the first position of the file. The next mode is A plus. It opens a file for reading and writing both. It creates the file if the file does not exist, and the reading for start for the beginning, but the writing can only be appended. It means that it does not erase all the contents of the file, but it can read all the content from the file, and when you want to write in the file, it brings the cursor to the end of the file, and then you can write in the file. Now we'll move to code and understand that how the file are created and how the file are closed and how do we write and read different modes in files. So here what I have done, let me explain you this. We have created a file pointer. To open a file or to close a file or to write and read in a file, you need the file pointer. So for creating an integer pointer, we have learned that the data type should be int. For creating a character pointer or floating point pointer or a double pointer, the data type of the file pointer, the data type of the pointer should be that. But here we want to create a file pointer, so the data type is file. This data type works only with the file pointer. So we have created a file pointer fp. Then we have opened the file like this. It should be done like this. File pointer without the star sign is equal to f open. It is used for opening the file. The first thing, it takes two arguments. The first argument is the name of the file and the type of the file, the test.txt, that a text with a txt extension, and in the read mode. Now what we have said about the read mode, that it opens a file existing, it opens the existing file for reading purposes. If the file does not exist, it will throw a null pointer, it will not open the file. So we have handled this exception over here, that if fp is equal to null, printf file does not exist. Here you can see that it will be create the file in the same folder where our code is placed. So we have placed our code here. You can see that the file is already, I have created this file test.txt. hello is written in this file, and now I will run this program, and there is no error or nothing and file does not exist print, because the file already exists. In this program we have just opened the file, we haven't read anything from the file, and we haven't write anything in the file. We just open the file in the read mode. So now let me just delete the file, this test.txt, from here, and let me just compile it and run it. See, you can see that it prints file does not exist. It means it confirms that R mode does not creates the file if it does not exist, is just open the file in the read mode. Now we'll try that W mode. I'll just compile it and run it. You can see that now file does not exist print, and when we look into the folder, this test.txt with nothing written in the file has been created. And what about the W mode? We have already said that it opens the file, text file for writing. If it does not exist, then a new file is created. We have just seen it. And if it existed, it remove all the contents of the file and bring the cursor to the first position of the file. So let me just open this file, and I'm writing hello in this file and saving it, and I'll just close it and run this program again with the W mode. Just compile it. File is created because file does not exist, is not printed. And let me just open this file. You can see that all the contents of the file has been erased, because we have used the W mode, and W mode erases all the contents of the file and bring the cursor to the first position of the file. Now let us use this A mode. What this mode says: open a text file for writing in a pending mode. A pending mode, it does not delete the contents of the file, and it brings you the cursor to the end of the file for writing, and it if the file does not exist, then a new file is created. So let me just test the first thing. I write something in the file and open this file in the A mode, and can just run it. File is open because we do not see any error, file does not exist. And let me just open it again. You can see that hello is still written in the file, so it does not remove the contents of the file. And now I'll delete this file and check that whether the file is created or not. Let me just compile it. The file is opening at the back end in every mode. You cannot see the file opening, but it's opening in the stream. So here the file has been created because file does not exist, has not been printed. Let me just check it. See, file is created with the nothing is written in the file because a new file is created. So now we'll check the next mode, R plus. Now what R plus mode says: opens a text file for reading and writing both. Means that we'll just delete the file and confirm it. R plus. See, it says file does not exist. It means that R plus also, same as of R, it does not create the file if the file does not exist. So we'll just create a file over here again, and the file is created, and let me just write the things over here and open this, and let's compile it and run it. Now there is no error, and we'll just compile it. You can see that it does not remove the contents of the file, and hello is still written in the file. We'll do this by now W plus mode. So what W plus mode says? W plus mode says open the text file for reading and writing both. It first truncate the file to 0 length, and it means that it remove all the content same as W if there is something written in the file, and if it exists. Otherwise, if the file does not exist, it creates the file. So let me just delete the file and check that it creates the file or not. Just compile it and run it. No error there is, and the file has been created with nothing written in the file. I'll just close the file, and now we'll write something in the file and open it in W plus mode. We'll just close it, and there is no error. We'll just check it. See, everything from the file has been flushed, is been removed, because W plus removes the file contents and brings the cursor to the first position. Now we'll try the next mode, which is A plus. it says that it opens a text, it opens the file for reading and writing both, and it creates the file if it does not exist. So let me just remove the file and check that it creates the file. See, there is no error, and let me just check this folder. See, here is the file created with nothing written in the file. The new file is created, and what it says next line, the next line, the reading will start from the beginning, but writing can only be appended. Writing can only be appended means it does not remove the contents of the file. I just saved the hello written in the file. You can see that hello is written in the file, and I'll just compile it and run it. See, there is no error, and we'll just check the folder. See, hello is still written. So we can, in the A plus mode, we can read and write the file. Now let me just check it that we'll create a file in the W mode, because R does not create a file, and we'll open that doc kind of file. So let just see that either this file it creates or not. So there is no error, and let me just check this thing. Either see, you can see that test.doc is created, a new file is created. So by this means you can confirm that it can create any of the file, and while practicing this you need to make sure that do not open any kind of file in the file you have written some important data in the write mode, because when you open the file in the write mode, it destroyed all the contents of their file. So this video is all about the basic introduction of files. You have learned here file modes, how to open a file, and now we learn that how to close a file. We can close a file by using fclose function, and we can just write here fp. So just compile it and run it. This is how you close a file. So by open, fopen, and for closing, fclose. There are different modes of file: R, W, W plus, R plus, A, and A plus. And in the next video we'll learn that how to read from the file, how to write in the file. Thank you.